Okay, Torah concept in the New Testament, put off filthy conversation. So Paul exhorts believers in Colossians 3:8 to put off filthy communication. And if we look at the Torah, we can find several parallels where sanctity of speech is emphasized and corrupt or degrading language is forbidden. So the Torah parallels, Exodus 20 verse 7 and Deuteronomy 5:11. Reverence for God's name forbids irreverent or careless speech, aligning with Paul's rejection of corrupt talk. Leviticus 19 verse 16. The prohibition against slander and gossip matches Paul's warning against abusive or destructive speech. Exodus 22 verse 28, respect for divine and human authority parallels Paul's rejection of railing or filthy speech against others. Deuteronomy 23 verses 9 to 14, the laws of camp purity illustrate how even bodily functions and speech must be kept in pure in God's presence. This extends the idea of impurity, including speech, as defiling the community. Numbers 30 verse 2 here, integrity of speech contrasts with filthy or empty words. Speech must be truthful and clean. Leviticus 19 verse 12, speech is tied to honesty and reverence, which reinforces Paul's ethic of putting away corrupt communication. The key observations: the Torah emphasizes speech as covenantal. Words are not neutral. They carry weight in maintaining holiness and community order. Paul reframes it spiritually in Colossians. Filthy communication is part of the old self, which is to be discarded in Christ. The continuity here is both Torah and Paul stress that speech can either sanctify or corrupt. The Torah enforces this through law and purity codes. Paul through inner transformation that we have in Christ. Context: the Torah equals external law and covenant purity. Filthy or corrupt speech is forbidden because it desecrates God's holiness and harms community. Paul in Colossians, as this internal renewal, Paul urges believers to put off filthy communication as a part of spiritual transformation. And so both traditions highlight that words must be guarded, truthful, and reverent, whether under the Torah or in Christ's new creation, as new creatures in Christ, right? Again, this is how Paul taught Torah in the New Testament. The Torah has not passed away.